And what if I told you that your hands have the power to heal and that this gift has been asleep within you all this time? It's no coincidence that you're here. Something inside you has guided you to this moment, to this message, because maybe, just maybe, you are also part of that small group of chosen souls born with a hidden gift. A gift that can't be learned from books or inherited. A gift that is remembered, activated, and awakened. Today, you're going to discover the 5 steps that awaken the gift of spiritual healing in your hands. 5 steps that not only transform your energy, but also prepare you to become a channel of light and well-being for others. Stay until the end, because the 5th step is the most powerful, and curiously, the most ignored. Many people skip it, and that's why they lose their energy, become drained, or feel empty after healing others. But you won't make that mistake. Millions feel the call, but few truly understand what it means to have this gift. It's more than a skill. It's a responsibility. It's an act of deep love, a direct connection with divine energy. Write in the comments, "I am ready," if you feel this message is for you. Because if you're ready, prepare yourself. What you're about to discover could change your life forever. There are moments in life when something inside us begins to change, without explanation, without apparent logic. A deep feeling, like a silent whisper in the soul, tells us that we're here for something more. Maybe you felt it, a tingling in your hands, an intuition that grows stronger, a compassion that becomes uncontrollable. It's not a coincidence. It's the beginning of something sacred. It's the inner call of the healer that lives within you. Thousands of people around the world experience this without understanding it. They feel something awakening inside them, but they don't know what to call it. And the truth is, the real spiritual awakening doesn't always come with lights or grand revelations. Sometimes it arrives in the silence of a night, in the embrace of someone who suffers, or in a moment when you simply feel. You feel that something wants to be born from within. That is where the true journey begins. The gift of spiritual healing doesn't appear all at once. It manifests through small signs. Your hands begin to warm without reason. You perceive energies when touching others. You dream of light, of beings teaching you, or you feel that your presence soothes those around you. All of that is part of the awakening. It's your soul remembering its mission. What few know is that this gift isn't new. It's ancestral. It runs through your blood, travels in your cells, and is part of your spiritual lineage. Maybe your grandmother, your great-grandfather, or an even older ancestor already worked with hands, energy, and spirit. You don't need material proof. You'll know by the vibration you feel when you connect with this truth. Awakening this gift is really about remembering who you are. And the universe, or your soul, has chosen this exact moment for you to begin walking this path. It won't be an easy path, but it will be deeply transformative. Because when the healer awakens, the soul of the world also awakens through them. And if, while hearing these words, you feel a lump in your throat, warmth in your palms, or tears in your eyes, don't ignore it. It's your spirit telling you, yes, this is your calling. Have you ever felt your hands vibrate when you are calm? Or that when you caress someone with love, a sense of peace is created that cannot be explained? It's not your imagination, it's energy. It's connection. Because hands are not just physical limbs, they are the very extension of the soul. Through them, we give, receive, touch, release. But we also heal. The palms contain energetic points that are activated when the heart aligns with intention. They are like sacred doors through which universal energy flows, that force that connects all that exists. And when a soul is ready, the hands become channels of pure light. In many ancient traditions, hands were always symbols of spiritual power. Jesus placed his hands to restore life, breath, and health. He didn't need complex words or magical formulas, only pure intention, unconditional love, and a deep connection to the divine source. Buddha also taught how to channel energy from the center of being into the world. In India, China, Egypt, and Mesoamerica, healers followed the impulses they felt in their palms, trusting the invisible wisdom that flowed through them. It's not about finger movements or exact techniques. True healing is born from intention. If your heart is at peace, if your intention is to serve, if your soul doesn't seek power but compassion, then your hands will begin to vibrate and heal. The mistake many make is thinking energy is out there somewhere. But no, the energy is within you, waiting to be activated. Your hands already know how. They've done it before, in other lives, on other planes. They just need you to remember, to look at them with respect, to use them with awareness. Something magical happens when you place your hands on someone with love. You don't need to say anything, just be present. The other person's body feels it. Their soul recognizes it. Because the soul, when wounded, doesn't seek explanation. It seeks relief. And your hands can be that balm, that invisible bridge that restores the invisible. Don't underestimate what you carry within. The hands you have now were chosen by your soul before you were born. They are designed to create, to protect, and yes, also to heal. Write in the comments if you've ever felt energy flowing through your hands. This might be the first step to honoring the gift that has always been with you. The first step to healing with your hands isn't learning a complicated technique or memorizing mystical formulas. The real beginning happens when you recognize your own energy, because you can't give what you don't know you have. Before you can channel energy to others, you must feel it in yourself. Activate it, expand it, make it alive. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Imagine the air you inhale doesn't just enter your lungs, but also your energetic field, that invisible space surrounding your body. Every human being has an auric field, a vibrational sphere made up of emotions, thoughts, and vital energy. This field isn't static. It expands, contracts, and above all, responds to your intention. Now rub your hands together for a few seconds until you feel heat. Then slowly separate them, keeping them facing each other about 10 centimeters apart. Begin moving them gently, closer and farther. Do you notice slight resistance, a tingling, a magnetic sensation, or subtle pressure? What you're feeling is your vital energy. You're not imagining it. You're touching your own vibration. You're activating your personal energy field. This simple exercise has a profound purpose. It connects you with yourself. It reminds you that you are already full of energy. What's missing isn't power. It's awareness. By practicing this regularly, you'll begin to expand your auric field, becoming more sensitive, more receptive, and therefore more capable of channeling healing energy to others. When your field expands, it also strengthens. You begin to perceive more clearly what surrounds you: places, people, their emotions. Your intuition sharpens. Your hands become more precise. It's as if your soul recovers an ancient language it had forgotten, but now remembers effortlessly. This first step, although it may seem simple, is essential. Many overlook it and want to heal others without first aligning with themselves. But true healing begins within. Only someone who has felt their own light can help others find theirs. You're not learning something new. You're reactivating a spiritual memory that lives within you from centuries ago. Help us spread this message to more people. Subscribe, like, and share in the comments what spiritual signs you've experienced. Your testimony may ignite the flame in someone else's heart. Before you touch someone else's soul with your hands, you must remember something fundamental. Not all energy you carry is yours, and not all energy you carry is clean. Your hands are powerful channels, but they are also sponges. They absorb, collect, and retain. That's why the second step on this sacred path is the spiritual cleansing of your hands. Many novice and even experienced healers neglect this essential act. They go from one session to another, from one act of help to the next, without releasing the energetic burden that has clung to them. The result? Unexplainable fatigue, emotions that aren't theirs sticking to them, blockages that don't belong to them. Energy isn't neutral, and if it's not cleansed, it stagnates. Cleansing your hands isn't just physical hygiene, it's an act of respect for yourself and for the sacred process of healing. There are several simple but profoundly effective rituals you can incorporate before and after channeling energy. One of the oldest and most effective is using salt water. Fill a bowl with warm water and dissolve a tablespoon of sea salt. Slowly immerse your hands, close your eyes, and softly repeat, "I release all energy that does not belong to me. I cleanse. I empty. I prepare to serve with love." Stay there for a few minutes, feeling how the salt pulls any dense vibrations into the water. Then let your hands air dry, no towel, as a symbol of complete release. Another powerful method is smudging with sacred herbs, such as Palo Santo, sage, or copal. Pass the smoke around your hands while taking deep breaths. Visualize the smoke taking away everything you no longer need. Accompany the process with an affirmation like, "My hands are light. My energy is clean. My intention is pure." You can also use creative visualization. Imagine a waterfall of white light descending from above, bathing your hands. That light penetrates deeply, dissolving energetic impurities. Visualize that energy leaving your fingers as dark smoke, transforming into golden light. These practices, though simple, are immensely powerful. They are the bridge between the invisible and the tangible, and by doing them with awareness, you honor the path of the healer. Because before being a channel, you must be a temple. Never forget, to touch another's energy is to touch their story, their pain, their soul. And only clean hands can do that with true love. Healing is not an act that comes only from you. It is an act that flows through you. You are not the one giving the energy. You only channel it. And to do that, you must open a sacred bridge between heaven and earth, between the divine and the human, between spirit and matter. That bridge is your heart. That channel is your elevated intention. The third step to healing with your hands is learning to connect with the divine source, that eternal origin of all light, wisdom, and unconditional love. Without this connection, your acts become hollow and your energy limited. But when the channel is open, the energy flows freely and effortlessly, like a river that finds its natural course. This channel begins above, in what many call God, the universe, the source, the all, and gently flows down to your crown, down your spine and anchors in your heart. From there, it projects through your arms and flows to your hands. Your hands then become instruments of divine light. You don't need to control anything, only to allow. To activate this channel, sit in silence. Breathe deeply 3 times. Place your hands on your chest, one over the other. Visualize a beam of white and golden light descending from the highest point in the sky, like a direct ray of pure love. See how that light enters through your crown and settles in the center of your heart. Breathe in that light. Feel how it warms your chest from the inside. Now imagine that same light beginning to descend through your arms. It begins to descend through your arms until it reaches your palms. Your hands begin to shine, to vibrate, to fill with an energy that is not yours, but that dwells within you with love. That is divine energy. It is not forced, not imposed. It is honored. You can accompany this visualization with a powerful affirmation. I am a pure channel of divine energy. Love flows from the source, through my heart, and into the world through my hands. The more you practice this connection, the more natural it becomes. You will notice how your hands vibrate on their own, how they feel warm, or how your chest fills with peace even before healing someone else. This means the channel is active, clean, and aligned. If you have felt energy in your hands or heart during this video, write about it in the comments. Your experience may guide others who are just beginning this sacred path. Once your energy field has been activated, your hands cleansed, and the divine channel opened, the most anticipated moment arrives: healing. But it's not simply about placing your hands on someone and waiting for something to happen. Healing is an act of consciousness, respect, and deep spiritual connection. That's why the 4th step is understanding how to use your hands with intention and wisdom through the laying on and projection of energy. There are various ways to position your hands to channel energy. The most traditional is direct laying on, gently placing your palms over the part of the body where the person feels pain, blockage, or discomfort. You don't need to press or manipulate. Energy flows on its own when your heart is present. Your attention and intention do the most important work. Another powerful technique is circular projection. This method is used when you want to balance energy fields without directly touching the person. You simply position your hands in a circle shape in front of the affected area, like the heart, head, or abdomen, and move them clockwise with soft, conscious movements. This practice creates a harmonic field that stabilizes, cleanses, and reorganizes. There's also the energy sweeping technique, ideal for removing dense energies. It is done with long movements from the head down to the feet, or from the shoulders to the limbs. In this case, imagine you're removing smoke, weight, or shadows, and at the end of the exercise, shake your hands gently to release what you gathered. The amazing thing is that even without physical touch, many people feel the immediate effect. Some feel heat, cold, a soft shiver, or intense vibration. Others have experienced relief from pain they've carried for years or an emotional peace they couldn't find anywhere else. I've seen it with my own eyes. Tears falling, smiles appearing without a word, just through the power of energy. But there's something you must know. A true healer never imposes their help without consent, because the act of healing is sacred and energy should never be projected onto anyone who has not asked for or permitted it. Even when you see pain in someone, there must first be openness, willingness, and a conscious yes. Healing with your hands is a gift, yes, but also a responsibility. And like every spiritual gift, it only blossoms in those who act with humility, respect, and deep love for the freedom of others. You've reached the final step. And although many believe the process ends after healing others, the truth is that here begins your self-care as a spiritual channel. Because giving is one thing, and knowing how to close is quite another. The fifth step is one of the most important and also one of the most ignored: energy sealing and healer protection. After a healing session, your energy field remains open. The doors activated to allow the energy to flow are still there, and if you don't close them, you risk absorbing what isn't yours. Dense emotions, foreign burdens, energetic pains can remain attached to you without you noticing at first. The toll comes in the form of fatigue, insomnia, anxiety, or unexplained mood changes. And all of this is avoidable if you do what every wise healer has learned: protect their inner temple. The first technique is very simple. Shake your hands downward after each session as if you were releasing invisible dust. Do it with clear intention, visualizing that you release any trace of energy that does not belong to you. Then, place your palms on your chest, take a deep breath, and give thanks to the source, your body, the soul you received, and yourself for being a channel. Next, visualize a white or golden sphere of light surrounding your entire body. This sphere represents your sacred space. Reinforce its presence with an affirmation like this: I return to my center. I lovingly close my channel. All that is not mine, I release. All that I am, I bless and protect. Another powerful practice is to slowly pass your hands from the crown of your head down to your feet, as if smoothing your auric field. Do it 3 times, mentally repeating, I am complete, I am sealed, I am at peace. Protecting yourself is not selfishness, it is wisdom. Because the healer who does not care for their energy ends up empty, and the one who is empty stops being a channel and begins to carry what does not belong to them. This step is the great lesson of every true healer. Love for others must begin with oneself. Honor your body as a temple, your energy as a sacred garden. It is not enough to open. You must also close. It is not enough to give. You must also preserve. Because only then can you keep healing again and again without losing yourself along the way. And if this message resonated with you, share it. Maybe someone else needs to remember what you just integrated. Healing with your hands is an act of love, not of power. It's not about mastering energies or impressing others with hidden abilities. It's about serving from the soul, putting your heart in service of the light. Each time you place your hands over another being with humility, compassion, and awareness, you are honoring the gift. You are remembering why you came into this world. This path is not for everyone, but if you've made it this far, it's because something inside you has begun to awaken. Maybe you always knew it. Maybe you felt it as a child. Perhaps you healed with a look, a word, a touch, and now you know why. If you feel this message found you for a reason, don't ignore it. There are calls that only come once in a lifetime. This is one of them. You are remembering what your soul already knew, that you were created to heal, to uplift, to illuminate. And if today you recognize that calling within you, don't walk alone. Share this message with someone you believe has the gift of healing. Your words may be the sign that person has been waiting for, because when a healer awakens, the whole world begins to heal with them.